Joel and Luke Smallbone are brothers who make up the Christian pop duo For King and Country. They grew up in a musical family, often singing background vocals for their sister, Rebecca St. James, as well as other artists. They've been writing and performing together as For King and Country since 2009. Their newest project, a film called Unsung Hero, chronicles their family's journey from Australia to the United States in hopes to rebuild their life. Please welcome Joel and Luke Smallbone.
Hey, Luke and Joel, hi, welcome. We're so glad to see you guys. Thanks for taking time out of your busy schedule for this interview.
We are tucked away in a dressing room underneath the Country Music Hall of Fame in Nashville, talking to you, Bobby. I wish we were in Orange County. But
that is awesome. We want to talk about your new movie, Unsung Hero, but before we do that, tell us a little bit. Most people know your music, but tell us a little bit about your faith journey and sort of how your music has been a part of that.
In Australia, and our dad was a concert promoter in Australia, and so we grew up in and around music our entire life. Some of our earliest memories were actually listening to old Striper records and going to Striper concerts, or White Heart, or Carmen, or Amy Grant. And so our dad was a concert promoter back there for many years, and then on one particular tour that he brought back, the tour didn't go very well, and we ended up losing everything that we had as a family. We lost the house, the car, the life savings, and so Dad wanted to see, hey, I'm at the lowest of the low right now. Are there any other opportunities? And he got a job offer in Nashville, Tennessee, and he thought it would be a good idea to move his 6 kids and his wife, who was 6 months pregnant at the time. And as soon as we arrived here in Nashville, my dad actually lost that job. We were sleeping on beds, made out of clothes, weren't always quite sure where the next meal was going to come from, didn't have any way for our little sister to be born in a hospital, didn't have a car. And so, man, we struggled as a family coming here, and our kind of faith journey actually starts there. Our older sister actually is an artist by the name of Rebecca St. James, and so our career...
Yeah, I hear there's a picture of on the internet floating around with you and our sister.
Yeah,
that's many years ago.
Yeah, that's right, yeah, the Crystal Cathedral.
Yes. That's right. So anyway, we started doing background vocals, and we were stage managing and running lights and doing all sorts of different things during that time. And that is kind of how you're a pastor's son. We are kind of
musicians.
Yeah, musicians. Yeah. Our fathers,
and sons,
it's we were raised up in music.
Yeah, I love that story. And it's amazing to me how often you see the success stories of, whatever it is, people in business or musicians, or they just lose everything, and then very often they just come right back. But it certainly doesn't feel that way when you're at the bottom, when you're at the lowest of the low. And that's what this movie's about, right? Unsung Hero. So Joel, I read here that you starred as your dad in the movie. What was that experience like for you, like pretending to be your dad?
Bobby, I've dubbed it a very expensive therapy session to start, but a worthy one. Look, Luke and I were very young when we moved, but we did see miracles. To us, it was sort of this great adventure, and so that's what we've really aimed to depict in this film. It's a movie that celebrates moms. It's a movie about miracles. It's a movie about music. It's a '90s film. And it does chronicle our sister's sort of rise into music. But yeah, Luke produced it. I co-directed it and co-wrote the script with Richard Ramsey, and then hopped in front of the camera to play our dad. And really the heartbeat of the film is summed up right at the end. And that is a statement that Mother Teresa made, and as it reads, if you want to change the world, go home and love your family. And so we're excited, man, to put family in thousands of theaters for what we're calling Family Day. And it also, Bobby, fun fact, speaking of family, it also happens to be our parents' 49th wedding anniversary that day. So a lot going on in the Smallbone household this week.
Wow, great. We have a trailer for the movie. Let's take a look.
Okay, stay close. Let's go.
How y'all doing?
Are y'all from England?
Australia. Australia. Wish I had an accent.
Dad, I wrote a song. Thought maybe we could ask for an audition.
Oh, that's great, honey. Let's take it one step at a time.
Kay tells me you're a promoter.
You know someone looking for one?
Well, I may know somebody who should be.
I've been given a beautiful voice. It's a miracle.
She's a special one, son. Your family, they're not in the way. They are the way.
There's no food, and we're almost out of money. We need to make some changes. Kids, we need your help. This is everything we have, and sometimes it's going to grow, and sometimes it will shrink, but it cannot be allowed to disappear.
I wonder if he's right. Maybe I'm not meant to sing.
Or maybe you're not meant to sing other people's songs. It's going to be dangerous and scary. And giving up, giving in, it's not an option.
Whatever your dream is, I know you can achieve it.
Please welcome my big sister.
My dream is to be like you. It always has been.
Wow, that looks great. Luke, you were behind the camera and you served as a producer for this project. What was it like, kind of like telling your story and working with your brother sort of in this medium as well?
Well, Joel's my older brother, so I loved being his boss.
Yeah.
I can tell you that much. No, I'm just kidding.
Yeah,
no,
great.
look, I believe in the power of family. I think family is more important today than it ever has been in the history of the world, but we don't necessarily value it as much as we should. And so one of the hopes for us was to, our family's story, we are not a perfect family. I joke that our family is a functionally dysfunctional family, which I think is as good as it could get. We have a wonderful family, but family's messy. Family's complicated, and my hope is that when people watch the film, is that they will leave kind of looking at their families. I hope fathers go back to their homes and say, hey, what would it look like if I become a better father? Hopefully mothers see themselves and realize that the invisible work that they are doing that nobody sees, it changes generations, it changes the world. I hope that brothers and sisters say, hey, I have a role to play in my family. What does it look like if I contribute? I belong in my family. What if I really infuse a lot in my family and focus on who we are as a family? And so it was a wonderful experience. It's the biggest project we've ever done. If you want stress, make a movie, all right? But it's been an adventure, to say the least.
Well, for all of you watching on television, I want to encourage you, if you want to do something fun this weekend, go out to the movies and see Unsung Hero. It's out in theaters now. Luke and Joel Smallbone, thank you guys so much. God bless you. Appreciate you.
Hey, man,
Thank you for having us, Bobby. We'll see you in the cinemas this weekend. And not only will you see us, but you'll also see Candace Cameron Bure, you'll see John Locke from Lost, or Terry O'Quinn, Lucas Black from Fast and Furious. So it's quite a lovely ensemble, and you can go to, I'm told, unsunghero.movie to grab your tickets as well. So thanks for having us, man, and see you down the road.
Love you guys. Unsung Hero in theaters now. Thanks, guys. Appreciate you.
Appreciate you, man. All the best.